Yo, it's Brian here. Today, going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, going to be predicting the game between them and the Carolina Panthers happening this Sunday at Levi Stadium. Should be a fun one. We did make a nice, significant trade today before the trade deadline on October 29th. We got Emmanuel Sanders from the Denver Broncos. I'll talk about that in a second. So, yep, that's going to bolster our wide receiving group. We do need a lot of help in that position because we've had some injuries, and we really need a consistent number one receiver where Jimmy can rely on. Not too heavily, not like a Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, or Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson, but just some guy that he could rely to and go-to guy. I think Sanders could be the perfect guy for that, for the 49ers offense. Running game is good. Offensive line, for the most part, is good with McGlinchey and Staley coming back, but we could use a nice receiver, and Sanders is a perfect mold for that. We're going to be talking about this game against the Panthers. Should be a fun one. Before I get the video started, please like and subscribe. That's going to help out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Getting very close to 3,000 subscribers. Keep sharing this content, and we can get there very, very soon. Thank you guys so much. Let's just get this video started. Panthers versus 49ers prediction. Who's going to win this game? Okay, so prediction. Who am I going to go with for this game? Well, before I do, I want to do a quick tale to tape for each team. First off, let's talk about the 49ers. They are coming off a nice win against the Washington Redskins, or I should say a muddy win over the 9-0 defense. They definitely stepped up again, had a nice fourth down stop, made Adrian Peterson fumble, which he rarely does, but they managed to do that against him, and it was a great win for the 49ers. Offensively, they couldn't get anything going, and I don't blame them at all because it was muddy. They just wanted to run the ball, get out of there, and they did that. Now 6-0. Hopefully they make it 7-0 against the Carolina Panthers. Good job, San Francisco. Next up, the Carolina Panthers. They are coming off a bye week last week, but 2 weeks ago, they played the Tampa Bay Bucs in London. They just destroyed them completely. I told you guys in Tampa that Jameis Winston is not good. He is a turnover machine. Look at the results. 5 interceptions from the Panthers defense. Got to give him credit for that. After this season, I don't expect Winston to be on the Buccaneers anymore. If they decide to pay that man, then everybody in the NFC South should rejoice because he is going to throw interceptions for you guys. Next year, in 2020, I expect him to be somewhere else and another team as a backup quarterback. And that's the sad truth, to be honest with you. So, yep, there you have it right there. Tailor tape for each team. Both getting nice wins. Now let's talk about some matchups that I believe are important for this game before I make my final prediction for this. Panthers versus 49ers. I think for the 49ers, the thing they need to do is stop Christian McCaffrey. If you can stop him like the Bucs did in week 2 on their first matchup on Thursday Night Football, then I think you can contain this offense for the most part. I know Kyle Allen wasn't playing that game. Cam Newton was the starting quarterback in that game, but at the same time, if you had that nice blueprint of stopping McCaffrey and shutting that whole run game down, then I think you force Kyle Allen to throw the ball more often, and I think he's going to make a mistake, definitely, if he has to throw the ball even more with Christian being shut down. Hopefully the Niners, they're going to do that, and I'm pretty sure they know that by now. Robert Saleh and everyone on the coaching staff is preparing these players really well, and they've been preparing these players since week 1. They're doing a fantastic job, and I expect them to do a pretty good job against the run. We've been pretty good against the run. We've been very good against the pass. Surprisingly, I think we're first in yards allowed. If you force Allen to throw the ball, I think that Richard Sherman and company will make him pay for it. Please do that, San Francisco. Stop Christian McCaffrey. You guys will have a good day. Also, in terms of that, offense versus defense, for our defensive line, they always got to throw pressure on Allen. I think that's a very important thing. They've been doing a really good job for the whole season. Nick Bosa and company, they can just get at you all day. They don't need to blitz often. They can just get you with 4-man rushes. I think that's a very advantageous situation for the 49ers. One thing, you got to look at the other side as well. The Panthers defensive line, they're really good as well. You got flyers like Luke Kuechly and company on the linebacking core. The offensive line, they have a big task with them in this coming week, but I think the offensive line is really up to the task with Justin School, Weston Richburg, and Daniel Brunskill. Those guys, they can make some work happening for this team against the Panthers. Hopefully they're going to do a good job, which I believe so. School, he had a pretty good game against Aaron Donald. He did give up a sack or two, but other than that, he had a pretty good game against him and one of the best defensive players in the NFL. So I expect him to have a pretty good day, hopefully, against the Panthers defensive line. Their defense is really, really good under Ron Rivera and company. There you have it right there, you guys. Wanted to talk about some quick matchups. 49ers, if you can stop Christian McCaffrey, if the offensive line can protect Jimmy Garoppolo and company, I think it's going to be a really good win for the 49ers. Also, Emmanuel Sanders, I think he's going to open up the playbook definitely for Kyle Shanahan. He's looking for that one guy that he can rely on, both him and Garoppolo, and I think they found their man. You know, Shanahan with number 1 receivers like Julio Jones, Andre Johnson, he's had a lot of success with them as an offensive coordinator / wide receivers coach. Now, as a head coach, he has his own man to be the most reliable guy for the 49ers, and I believe Emmanuel Sanders will have an instant impact for the 49ers. Not just even him catching the ball and scoring touchdowns and getting first downs and what have you. Talking about him being able to just be a distraction that the Panthers have to respect because he's a Pro Bowl receiver. You have to take an account to him, and I think that's going to open up for Marquise Goodwin, Dante Pettis, even George Kittle. Kittle won't be feeling as much pressure as he has been for the past couple of weeks now. So Sanders, he is going to be a very, very pivotal point in this offense. I expect him to do a really good job this week against the Panthers. In the running game, they are very good. I think we all know that by now. Sucks to not have Kyle Juszczyk, but at the same time, they're still running the ball down your throats, and they're having a lot of success with that anyways. That's it, guys. All the position matchups. Emmanuel Sanders, very important for the 49ers. I think he's going to be really good for this game. Who am I going to go with? To be honest with you, if I had to pick a team, I would pick my hometown team, the Carolina Panthers, to win this game. Yep, that's right. Picking the Panthers to win this game. Just kidding, guys. Picking the 49ers to win this game. I think the Niners, their streak continues. Two very hot teams. Sometimes when they're two very hot teams, it's going to be an awesome matchup. For me, the Niners, I think they're more of a complete team, to be honest with you. Defensive line, linebacking core, secondary, it looks awesome. Although the Panthers, you can't discredit them at all. Offensively, with our running game, and as I said, the addition of Emmanuel Sanders with George Kittle, I think that's going to be a great matchup for us against the Panthers. It's going to be close, going to be a good game, probably one of the very, very tight games that we have this year. If I had to go with a final score prediction, I would probably go San Francisco 24, Carolina 20. Yeah, 20. I think that's a pretty good final prediction right there, 24-20. I think it's going to be really close. I think the Niners, they're going to have their day, hopefully, against Kyle Allen and company, stop Christian McCaffrey. It's going to be a good day for the 49ers, in my opinion. Hopefully, we're going to go 7-0. That's it, guys. I want to give my quick prediction for this game. Hope you guys did enjoy this. Please let me know what you guys got for winning this game. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up probably tomorrow on a Wednesday. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.